pumpkin song. In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise. Skeleton Jack might catch you in the back and scream like a baby, make you jump out of your skin. This is Halloween, everybody scream. Please make way for a very special time. Our man Jack is king of the pumpkin patch. Everyone hail to the pumpkin king now. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Artie's Corporate Fiction. You know who I am. And welcome to a special evening of teardowns. It's going to be a couple of video teardowns. The actual subject of tonight was supposed to be very specific. It's supposed to be two videos from Juan Galt. He's a frequent viewer. He's frequently on the chat. And I highly recommend you go to his channel. I have the video, the original video I was going to start off with is pinned onto the chat, so check him out. He's a wealth of information. But tonight, just 15 minutes ago, no less, I was directed to this individual. His channel name is called Ball Out, and he is apparently very, very oh hey, he's even in the chat this evening. How you doing, man? Well, I'm not going to go through all three of your videos. I am going to go start with your video that you uploaded a couple of hours ago, because it was the first video I saw where you actually put in or actually highlight the law that you claim to rely on, or the basis that you rely on with your right to travel shit. So we're going to start from there. I've only seen about 3.5 minutes into this video, so it's going to be exciting to see whether you had anything more than what I already saw. But hey guys, how you doing? Emmy, Sean, Not a Brat, Beverly, Cop Block, Girl, Joe, Jeremy, John, Hannah, all you guys. All right, so let us begin.
If you niggas don't want to know y'all rights, that's fine. Like, don't be mad at me because I'm trying to help other people. You feel me? Alright, now, for everybody who asking dumbass questions like why do y'all people feel y'all don't want to get licenses and all this shit, and man, look, I'm black as hell, bro. I'm tired of the white
What's up, Steven?
police pulling me over,
Straight like that.
crazy when I ride past, fucking just trying to intimidate me.
Tonight's drink is the remainder of my fat tire, for those wondering.
They pull me over, they gonna pay me. Fuck you talking about. Make your shit private. If you black, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know they put you out the car before.
The reason why I didn't start out with your second video is because it doesn't prove anything. Do you honestly think that there are cops actively outside, looking outside their window and hoping to catch somebody violating a traffic law of their building? Do you really think that's how police works? It doesn't. So it really didn't prove anything. I'm going to go by what you're relying on with the law.
You know how the fuck they be talking to you, asking you, can they search you and shit? Man, go search a white motherfucker. The fuck you want to search me for? Get your clown ass on. Man, look, I'm tired of, ain't no white motherfucker pulling me over no more. Ain't nobody pulling me over no more. If they do, they gonna pay me from now on. Fuck you talking about. And my other car is gone right now.
It proves that the cops didn't stop you that day for not having a license.
Girlfriend at work. Motherfucking, he pulled me over in my other car, made me and my son walk 16 blocks home. You feel me? Fuck that white bitch ass nigga. His name, Officer A. Miller with the North Platte Police Department. He a bitch. You wouldn't do that shit to a white motherfucker. But one,
I have to say, ball out. If you think this is a race thing, you have not been into this scene for very long. Because right to travel shit is a very, very multicultural phenomenon. And the cops have not really given a shit whether you're white or black if you're not driving with a license, insurance, and proper tags.
Once this case is over, I'm letting you know right now I'm taking your ass to federal court. So.
Oh, the feds even. Oh.
Fuck they ass. They ain't pulling me over no more. You see my shit. Private. Fuck you talking about. Not happening again. It's part 3. Fuck the trolls. Bitch, if I want to, I'll go to the police station right fucking now. No license, no registration. Y'all some fucking dumbass, troll-ass bitches, bro.
It'll be fun to see what he's relying on here.
Fucking troll-ass bitches. It's something that I wanted to show you, bitch-ass motherfucker.
Okay, here we go. Here it is, guys. Get ready. Get ready. This is the proof. This is going to be the solid evidence, full proof. No questions asked.
If y'all know what y'all doing, y'all own y'all property. Go cancel your shit with the state. You feel me? This notice right here.
Notice this motherfucker's notice. Okay, so I can definitely tell Ball Out is a student of Carl Lentz because he uses the I man bullshit, which is a classic Carl Lentz tell.
This notice, get a copy.
And here's the first citation. Thompson versus Smith. Where have we heard that before, ladies and gentlemen? And not just Thompson versus Smith, it's half the fucking citation. So either this guy, the internet site that this guy copied this document from is too fucking lazy to even put in the full citation of what he's quoting, or he's too lazy to put in the full citation.
Here, this notice.
Marvel Goal, I don't know which one you're talking about. No. That one's later. That one's later. So the other shit is this is not going to back you up in court. That's the problem. Thompson, okay. I don't know if you know this, ball out, but if you were to actually look up Thompson versus Smith hell, fucking imagine Google Scholar probably has it. If you were to look that up, you would find out that is a Virginia court case. And not only is it a Virginia court case, it also does not claim to support what you think it supports. Because as it is with every one of these pieces of documents that sovereign citizens or right to travel people rely on, the quote that you're using, the quote that you have in there is taken out of context or is cherry-picked. Let's put it that way. It's a completely cherry-picked quote because the very next paragraph after the one that's quoted talks about how the state or the municipality in that case has the authority to regulate the use of public roads through licensure. So your own citation fucks you over. Next.
Create this notice right here.
Okay, now you go into Title 18 USC 31, which is federal case, which defines terms for federal statutes. So I don't know what this is, what relevance this has to the states and how the states have the authority to regulate the use of the public roads, whether the individual is operating, driving, traveling, conveying with their automobile, motor vehicle, conveyance, whatever the hell you want to define your terms, it has nothing to do with the state's ability to regulate it, whether you're doing it for private or public commercial use.
Right there. This first case, this first.
I'm not giving you legal advice, dude. I'm just telling you what the law is. It's the gurus that Carl Miller and Carl Lentz that you got this shit from. They're the ones who are giving you legal advice. You're the one who is using this notice claiming that it has some sort of legal authority. I'm not telling you how to operate a case that you're currently involved in. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm telling you what the law is.
Oh. You feel me? That first law. Just look at it. That go to motor vehicle code right there.
That is not even the motor vehicle code, dude. That's under a criminal statute with Congress. It's you're in Nebraska. That's not from Nebraska's vehicle code.
It means every description or other convenience.
Contrivance.
Conveyance. Wait. Contrivance.
There you go.
Propelled or drawn by mechanical power or used for commercial purposes on the highways and transportations of passengers or passengers.
Come on now.
Yeah, whatever. That word is confusing.
That word's...
Yeah, whatever. That word is confusing.
Wait, which word is confusing to you, man? Hold on.
Used for commercial purposes on the highways and transportations of passengers or passengers.
Or passengers and property.
Yeah, whatever. That word is confusing.
Is it?
But you know what the fuck this shit mean.
Do you?
Anyway.
You're not even gonna bother to read the rest of it. Is I fuck this shit, man. Y'all know what you're talking about. I got this.
Just because they talking about that law, they talking about this case don't motherfucking work.
It doesn't. So wait, so somebody already told you that it doesn't work.
This case don't work. Just get it, bro.
But you don't believe them, right?
If y'all do some research, y'all.
The thing is, we have done our research, man. That's the problem. You haven't done yours.
Y'all know that case worked, so. Bro.
Wait, you don't know how the case works?
I'll do some research. Y'all know that case worked, so.
Oh, we know that the case works. Well, I just corrected you there, Ball Out. I just told you from memory. I didn't have to go look it up on Lexus. I told you from memory what case it is, where it's actually from, how it's applicable, and why you are absolutely wrong in that it does not, in how you claim it supports your case.
Anyway, I just want to show y'all these some fucking clowns, bro. I got some more notices I'm finna file and shit before.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you got more paperwork? Oh, you mean more legal advice that you're getting from Carl Lentz?
I need to. Is it right there?
So what's the... Oh, you have... Why do you have Marbury versus Madison on there? I mean, it's an important case, but I have no idea what relevance it has to your ability to drive without, any obligation. I honestly don't even know. I honestly doubt that you even know what Marbury versus Madison is about. I honestly don't think you can even tell me what the basics of it was.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Look at the ceiling. Show y'all this one.
Oh, by all means, we'll hold up here.
I'm gonna show y'all this too. Show y'all that one. What the fuck is my shit?
Do 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 do.
Wow.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
I got it somewhere. Hold on.
Come on now.
Here you go right here.
I would say, Professor Hacks, you would be, it would be in your best interest to at least have a background knowledge of the case if it's not known, if it's not well known. To at least, especially if you're going to heavily rely on it for your argument. Obviously, this guy is going to try and rely heavily on Thompson versus Smith if he's ever stopped by the cops, but he probably couldn't tell me what the case was even about.
All right, we back. All right, so check this out. In this notice,
Honestly, dude, I have to wonder. I really, really hope you didn't pay that much money for all this shit.
in this notice right here, notice the top case law. Okay?
Yep, which is, again, in a Virginia case that doesn't support your supposed right to travel. And again, it's a Virginia case, so it's not even applicable in Nebraska. But go on.
AM's jurisprudence.
Now you're reciting a legal encyclopedia, which has no binding authority in a court case. Nevertheless, you're just descripting of personal liberty and not really applying how that personal liberty is related to the state's power to regulate the use of its public highways.
I had it wrong last time. I said that this was case law. This is constitutional law. Do you see what it says?
It's an encyclopedia, a recitation talking about constitutional law. It's not a quote from a case that involves an issue of constitutional law.
It's constitutional law. This law prevails over any fucking law. You feel me? If they make a law, it gotta be in accordance with this law.
Oh, yeah?
It have to.
Okay.
So this law, constitutional law, is on my notice. They saying the case don't work. Bitch, it's constitutional law.
And there you go. You fucked it up again. Dude.
And these
Again. Once again. The case that you cite is a state case, not a Supreme Court case. So it's not constitutional law.
Y'all can't read.
And you're reciting the locomotion quote. They're reciting the quote in there talking about personal liberty. Yeah. But it still does not talk about what was after that paragraph, which was that the use of the highways can be subject to regulation. And again, that is Virginia, not Nebraska.
Read between the lines, bro.
I think you need to read a little bit more.
I don't know
You need to read the lines before you can try and read between them.
what to tell y'all. Alright, so remember how I said that
So
it always have to be a real man. You feel me? Coming to court claiming something against you. If the state.
So now we are moving on to. Oh no.
Claim something.
Now he's reciting Trinzi versus Pagliaro, which is another case that a lot of sovereign citizens really love to butcher, where they try to quote in the third quote from the top, this one right here. They love to use this one. An attorney for the plaintiff cannot admit evidence into the court. He's either an attorney or a witness. They often say like any statements of counsel, or no instruction was asked, but as we have said, the judge told the jury that they were to regard only the evidence admitted by them and not statements of counsel. What that case is trying to say in Holt versus United States and Trinsley versus Pagliaro had to do with an attorney cannot give testimony. An attorney can only argue in court the evidence that's presented. They cannot give testimony. So that's what it's talking about. It has nothing to do with the idea that an attorney cannot file a brief. An attorney cannot file a motion and it can't be accepted into court. So again, these are fucking morons So, for example, statements of counsel in brief or an argument are not sufficient for a motion to dismiss or summary. What that is saying is that you had to have actual evidence, aka it can't just be an attorney's oral argument. It has to come with an affidavit from a witness, affidavit from either the plaintiff, affidavit from the defendant, making their giving testimony. That's what the court is saying. Now, it's not saying that any statements of counsel cannot be considered for anything. It has to be, the statements of counsel has to be reliant upon evidence that's presented and not simply their arguments that they're making. But he's probably going to butcher this shit here.
Against you, that's fine, but when his ass don't show up to court and they dismiss the charge.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Because the cop is the one who's supposed to be giving the evidence. He's supposed to be giving the testimony. So if there's no cop to give his eyewitness testimony saying that he saw, he observed you driving on improper tags, or that you could not provide a valid driver's license, then of course the judge is going to be like, well, there's nothing here, so dismissed.
Case, make sure you sue their ass. Sue their ass. Do not, you feel me?
You can't file suit for that reason. You're an idiot.
If you beat the case, they brought a false claim upon you.
That's not how that works.
The prosecutor, the state, and the police officer sue all they ass.
Oh yeah, please, by all means, spend the $400 filing fee for that. Please waste your money.
And the judge. Fuck you talking about.
Oh, the judge even.
Transley versus Pagliaro. Look this case up on YouTube. Google search this shit. Like,
I mean, he said it, not me.
I've watched, what the fuck, some white dude, man, he got like 3 videos on this shit. Like,
talk about white folks, you know, stopping him all the time. But hey, go check out this white dude on YouTube. He knows his shit, right?
I had to get a clear understanding. At first, I ain't understand. I'm like, man, dude, tripping, like, whatever. But then once I, like, understood what bro was saying, bro, no state can ever charge you with anything.
No state can ever charge you with anything.
You gonna sue the fuck out of their ass. Just submit this to court. Transley versus Pagliaro. Listen, soon as the lawyer say, blah, 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 is them facts? Is the state gonna come and verify that? Absolutely not. You should not be talking. I ain't finna get to reading all this shit because I'm on video. I'm gonna be stuttering my words, fucking up and shit. You feel me? But, man, check out this case, bro. Transley versus Pagliaro.
All right, I already explained what that case was about. I don't think you understand what that case is about, Bailout. You're telling me that I haven't brought anything. I'm actually giving you the examples. I'm giving you telling you what these cases are actually about. And if you actually did your own fucking research and actually read the cases that you are citing and not relying on others to telling you what they are and what they say and what they do, you would know. You would understand that.
Bro, this is what you need if the fucking court's trying to say the state trying to...
I mean, for fuck's sake, your Thomas versus Smith is, again, half a citation. You don't even have the full cite. So that's how I know you haven't even looked that case up. Because you can't, because it's only half the fucking citation.
Be a accuser. Number one, you got the right to face your accuser. I got that somewhere up in here too.
Okay, your accuser's the cop.
You feel me? I'm submitting that shit. Any criminal case where your freedom is at stake, you have the right to face your accuser. If it's the state of Nebraska,
it's not the state of Nebraska. It's the cop.
State, they ass better come to court, or whatever they said on that paper is not true. The lawyer cannot speak.
Yes, they can.
Listen,
they can argue, and if the cop is there, the prosecutor is going to ask the cop questions and tell you and ask him what they did, what they saw you do. And then the prosecutor is going to rest their case, and then you're going to look like an idiot.
Read this case.
And a judge is going to look at you. Okay, you have no business calling me a stutterbug when you have trouble trying to say passengers, man.
In this case, any black man get charged with a gun, drugs, any man.
I'll happily be glad to stutter on a live stream over a guy who has difficulty pronouncing contrivance.
Anybody. Meth, whatever the fuck y'all be doing. You feel me? Any type of case. Transley versus Pagliaro, the fucking prosecutor. He cannot speak. He cannot speak. Don't believe me.
No, because I read the case unlike you.
Don't believe me. Just do your research, bro.
Again, you know, what's the old adage? Physician, heal thyself.
All right, on to the next one. Check this case out right here. In this Carl Miller constitutional package.
Oh, no.
Check this case out right here. In this Carl Miller
Carl, okay, so he got his shit from Carl fucking Miller.
Constitutional package. Check this case out right here. Marbury.
How much did you pay for this, man? Come on.
No provision of the Constitution is designed to be without effect. Anything that is in conflict is null and void of law. So, bro, all of the gun laws and shit, y'all have to claim that shit. Put this in a notice and put this in the court. You tell a ass, bro, I am not a legal person. That is in conflict with the Constitution of the United States, which protects me from people like you. I'm talking about the police. I only hate the police and all these fucking enforcers. You feel me? Because they know what the fuck they be doing. They know they some crooks. I ain't gotta explain that shit. Y'all know why I hate the fucking police. Y'all know I've been pulled out my car. Y'all know I've been fucking searched by their ass. I've been falsely arrested as a juvenile for armed robbery. Falsely arrested, bro. I ain't never robbed nobody face to face. As a juvenile.
Interesting caveat there.
You feel me? I did a lot of bad shit, you know? But I'm saying I ain't ever do no shit like that. So for them to just say some shit like that and arrest me, man, I got hatred from a juvenile from their ass. And then I come out here, you feel me? North Platte, I'm out here in my car. You feel me? Look at this fucking law. Where the fuck is it at? Look for the right word so you fucking internet goofies can fall the fuck back. I'm looking for where they say you have the right.
Again, relying on a cherry-picked encyclopedia quote to justify what he's saying and what he's doing. But again, I'm willing to bet this guy does not know what he's reciting. Doesn't understand what he's reciting.
Let me look at my notices real quick.
And what I'm telling you, this guy, Cop Block, is he needs to actually read what he's citing. Go look up Trinsley versus Pagliago. Pagliago. Damn it. There we go. That one. Go look up Thompson versus... Oh, okay. At least there. Okay, there. Finally, we have the full citation. 154 SC 579. And I knew that's what he was relying on, American jurisprudence. He's relying on this quote. But again, I emphasize, ball out. I emphasize you to go look up the actual case, find that quote that you're relying on, and then go read the very next paragraph afterwards. And then tell me that the case supports your argument.
Well, whatever. Drive. Same thing as to operate an automobile. They're on for the usual and ordinary purposes of life.
Hey, ball out, ball out. I didn't say the plaintiff was the cop. I said or excuse me, I didn't say, you said you have the right to face your accuser. I told you the accuser is the cop. The plaintiff is the state, but your accuser is the cop. I emphasize you need to go read your constitution a little bit more.
Life and business. Read the whole fucking notice. This is what I filed to the court. Okay? This is what I filed to the court. Bro, they scared. Man, all y'all gotta do is read between the lines. I don't want no white ass police talking to me. Don't fucking come to my car. Don't talk to me. Don't do nothing. Y'all ain't no fucking rulers, bro. I don't got control over nobody. You white motherfuckers don't either. Or if it's a black police officer, I don't give a fuck. Don't talk to me. Cause ain't no white man on the street, ain't no black lady on the street gonna try and do me like that. So I don't want nobody doing me like that. Fuck out of here. And y'all gotta get right. Y'all gotta, you feel me? Learn y'all rights. You have the right to operate an automobile. It's a right. You have the right. I mean, I don't see what ain't clear about it, bro.
You might have more clarification if you actually read the entirety of the case and not rely on a cherry-picked quote. And that's my advice to you.
If y'all got a motor vehicle, that's cool. I'm just letting the people know who want to be free, who don't want to be under the gun laws, the drug laws, the goddamn car laws, motor vehicle laws, because this is an automobile, bro. This is not a motor vehicle.
Same shit, different smell.
Fucking people stupid, bro. You feel me? Just, man, look, man, I gave y'all the recipe. They leaving me alone, bro. I've been to Iowa, Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. I've been Denver, a couple times, bro. I told y'all, bro. I'm always on the move, bro. I'm not gonna be showing y'all what I be doing and shit, bro. That's, you feel me? Y'all tweaking. I'm not finna be doing that, bro. But I might just do you feel me, a update. Like, I take a picture, because I be seeing people on YouTube, like, take pictures, you know, kind of like Facebook shit, make a post. You feel me? I'll make a quick post, like, you feel me? Put my location and shit, like, man.
I don't know if you should dox yourself, buddy. Probably not a good idea.
I like that shit, bro. I'm private, bro. I'm private. Everything I do is private. They bring that political ass shit to me. They ass getting sued. I'm private. That's how you gotta keep it, bro. Keep your car private. Keep everything you do private, bro.
Yeah, Juan, we'll get to your first video as soon as this is over. It's almost over. He's kind of rambling at this point. But we'll get to your first video after this. Oh God, he has one of those little placards too.
Statement to the police. I'm not.
Well, I mean, okay. In fairness, I mean, some of those things that said in there. One is wrong. 2 is wrong. 3 he can say. 4 he can say. 5 he can say. 6 is wrong. I mean, 7 is technically correct.
Citizen. I'm not a Moors, American, whatever the fuck they is, bro. I'm American, bro. I'm not.
He's gonna lose it most of the time, but 7 is technically correct.
I'm gonna say I'm an American citizen because it's no benefit, bro. It's no benefit. When you say you're an American citizen, motherfucking I don't really know how to explain it, but it actually hurts you if you say that type of shit, bro. It hurts you. You just American, bro. You here. You feel me? You ain't gonna say I'm Mexico and you in America, they gonna probably send your ass somewhere else. So you American, you feel me? Like, man.
Well, at least he's not buying into that Moorish stuff.
Once again, look at it. Look at these papers, man. I'm showing y'all, man.
Like, oh my God. You go after me for studying, but you still can't spell plaintiff, huh? I don't even like going with the whole grammar Nazi thing, but again, you're going to accuse me of being a stuttering Stanley. I can't help but call you out on your bullshit when you can barely read at a 4th grade level.
Deprivation of rights under the color of law. So all these codes and shit, bro, we gonna sue the fuck out of there. Listen, don't let these internet people scare y'all, bro. Learn y'all shit, talk y'all shit.
But you're relying on internet people to justify your cause.
You know, y'all the shit, bro. It's freedom first, bro. Freedom fucking first, bro. I'm over here trying to put these papers on. You feel me? These dudes is fucking clowns. They work for the DMV. They work for the police, bro.
So, am I an agent?
Look at
Is that what it...
Improper land usage. Criminal case, right?
Improper turn, no operator's license. Uninsurable?
This criminal state of Nebraska is the plaintiff.
Wait, hold on. Wait. So you were stopped. All this time you said the cops haven't been busting your ass, but you would stop for no license. This is an appearance bond.
This criminal state of Nebraska is the plaintiff. So I'm making sure they come to court. Remember that. Fuck you talking about? They talking about bond was 1,000. His bitch ass made me walk. Alright.
So, what? Okay, so, alright, dude, I'm sub to you now. So the moment that you upload your clandestine audio of your hearing, I can't wait to find out what happens. Alright? No, he's not. He keeps saying that he's not, and I believe him that he's saying that he's not. He's just a straight up right to travel type dude. He drank the Kool-Aid on right to travel. All right, we're going to where I was originally going to go to in the first place.
This shit.
Oh, wait, wrong way.
Right there.
This again, I emphasize, guys, go check out Juan Galt. He was Marvel Galt. He was the one who pointed me out to the trial hearing that I had Schrodinger or Team Skeptic to improve the audio. But check out his channel. I have a link to his channel in the description. The link in my pinned chat is a link to the video that we're about to watch here. And he has been following and going after Mark Stevens, who is an infamous I swear I'm not a sovereign citizen guru, who you guys will recognize a lot of the language and a lot of the lingo from Jeheretic. Jeheretic was a clear student of Mark Stevens' strategy of getting out of traffic tickets. And you're going to hear that here. This is an arraignment hearing. And you'll get to hear the follow-up, which is the motions hearing that was scheduled. And then Juan Galt said that he has the trial audio that he's going to post next week. But Juan Galt also pointed me out to a full 57-minute long trial of another Mark Stevens acolyte, and I was able to get the audio enhanced so you guys are able to hear it a lot better. And I'm going to try, and I'm either going to clip it and give commentary into one video, or I might just do a live debunk of it and try to see if I can condense it as much as I can. But it's be very interesting to see that. So so again, I emphasize, go check out Wongalt's channel. He's really awesome. He's done a lot of like debunks of Mark Stevens' motion to dismiss, for example. Yes, Team Skeptic was able to. He sent me the finished product already. So again, if you guys don't have the link, here's the link to the video. Hey, Emmy, by the way.
Well, today we have another student of the
I'm going to refill.
School of Pseudo Law and Legal Bullshit.
1 second. Mark Stevens doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And he's getting ready to go to court. And we have 2 hearings here. So let's begin.
Your Honor, appearing specially, and at this time I move that this case be dismissed for a failure to state a case.
All right. We'll have a simple oral argument on this Friday.
I'm going to try and see if I can help with the gain.
The prosecution hasn't submitted any evidence.
Let me know if you guys are able to hear it good.
A minute longer. I move that this matter be dismissed right now for failure to state a case.
Oh, yeah?
And that motion is denied.
On what grounds?
Your Honor, Mr. did file some motions, and I believe we were going to be addressing them today. Obviously, because Judge Payton isn't here, that is why we are
Oh, yeah, May.
for that time. So,
And again, Mr. What time
Hey, Alpha.
for oral arguments for you to present?
Uh,
Whatever motions you have at that time?
I've presented my motions. The prosecution has had more than 10 days to respond, and as I mentioned, there's no evidence of jurisdiction to continue this.
Okay.
and Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
At the last court date, Judge Payton did give me leave to orally respond
Oh,
to
okay.
the motions, as opposed to filing written responses.
Okay.
And that was to be today, so if she has a response, then I'm...
Bear in mind that
But it's not going to be today. I'm resetting before Judge Payton.
On what grounds?
April 8th, so that you can present your oral arguments before the judge.
I have no oral arguments, all of mine are written and they've been submitted, and the court has no jurisdiction at this point to continue this.
Again, you'll take a copy of the order, April the 8th at 11 a.m. Thank you.
he's on his like 3rd judge at this point, I think.
And now he has a chance to give oral argument for his motions. Let's listen.
There are no notes in there, Your Honor.
Sorry?
I didn't write any notes for you.
That's perfectly all right. Tell me where we stand.
So,
Prosecutor sounds kind of cute.
Mr.
Oh, God damn, I'm gonna put that out.
Originally in front of Judge Bacall, behavioral law, and then it was transferred to us. It appears that he filed some motions. I'm just looking at these now. Mr. says that he's challenging the jurisdiction
Shut up, Hacks.
of the court.
Okay, let's
So,
talk about that. Okay?
Y'all are
Tell me
rude.
what's on your mind.
I've filed some
I am not
motions, sir.
thirsty.
Tell me about it then. Tell me why you think the court doesn't have jurisdiction over you.
The argument is in my motion.
This is what happens when I have 60 people viewing me now. I'm giving everybody, everybody's giving me shit.
Read your motion.
This is the price of having 63 people watching, which is actually pretty awesome, by the way. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
well,
Please hit that like button.
Tell me why.
Please sub if you haven't already. I would love to get to 1,000 subs before the end of the year.
No. See, that's not the way it works.
Okay, so yeah, here and I already talked over a key point here. Hold on, let's just repack.
The argument is in my motion, sir.
I honestly ball out. It doesn't matter whether you file a notice or a motion, or whether you act like a lawyer or act like an individual. Your shit's still going to fail.
Have some motions, sir.
Tell me about it. Tell me.
The judge is asking, like, he's already submitted. We're already in trouble with this guy because it sounds like this guy didn't bother to read or memorize what he submitted to the court. He's thinking that all he has to do is rely on his written motions and expect a dismissal to happen. But the judge is like, well, no, I want to hear what you have to say, you know? Which, if you're in any way competent and an attorney, you would know what you wrote down and you would be able to at least summarize the arguments that you put in your motions.
Tell me why you think the court doesn't have jurisdiction over you.
The argument is in my motion,
All
sir.
right, but tell me outright. Just explain it to me. Okay?
Is there something you'd
I haven't
like?
had a chance to read your motion.
Is the
I got
process?
your file for the very first time. So
I haven't had the chance to read it, so tell me about it.
talk to me, please.
Well, at this
Tell me
time,
why this court has no jurisdiction.
If you can't tell the judge offhand what you put down in your 15 single female, oh my god, that's a classic Futurama reference. These kids don't know.
if the motions are unopposed, I'd ask that
Who's Anna? Marvel Girl, who's Anna?
they be
Sir,
granted.
no. See, that's not the way it works. Okay?
No.
It's not the way it works. Give me a sense of your motion. Why don't I have jurisdiction over you?
Sir, is there something you'd like clarification on? Because my
sorry?
argument is in the motion.
Mr.
Why can't you read it?
Listen, I know you've been here for the greatest part of the morning. I'm sure you recognize that I'm a patient man.
No, that's what I'm saying, Jim, is that he probably got the template from Mark Stevens and recited the script that Mark Stevens gives to you, but he didn't actually read. He didn't actually know what is being said in his motion. You know what I'm saying? You'll find out that he clearly read Mark Stevens' script. He studied the script. He didn't study the substance of the motion that he filed. He just used the template and ad-libbed what he needed to put down for his specific area.
Okay?
Oh God, Marvel, no. Why would you? No. Oh, yeah.
But I've been
Gross.
judge for a very long time. And I've been a lawyer in the criminal justice system for 40 years.
He's a 40-year veteran, 40-year attorney.
I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, in fairness, Clifford, I haven't received a citation since 2015. 5 years, I think.
Okay? And I'm perfectly willing to hear
We all make
your
mistakes.
motion. Right? If you don't want to tell me, that's fine.
Yes, Gary, I remember that guy who read the script literally from his iPad. And he had to fucking fill in the blanks parts.
What I'm going to do is reset your case, and I'll read your motion.
Okay, so the judge is like, all right, then, I mean, if you don't want to give oral arguments, fine, sure, no problem. We'll reset this for a new date, and I'll take the time to read your motions.
And if I think I need to set a hearing on it, I will. If I think I don't need to set a hearing on it, I'll just rule on your motion. I'm giving you a chance, son, to tell me what's on your mind in terms of why you don't think this court has jurisdiction over you on a
Shut up, Gary.
traffic ticket.
Now who's eluding the chat?
Oh, sir, that was her claim. I never made such a claim.
Okay. All right, here's what we're going to do, sir. I'm going to read your motion. Your case is back from Judge McCall to me. I'm the judge assigned to your case. I'm going to review your motion, and I'll, if I think I need a hearing on the motion, oral argument, I'm giving you a chance to argue it right now, but you're declining to do that.
One would think, you know, would want oral arguments. Honestly, I think oral arguments tends to be a little bit more preferable than just a motion that's adjudicated on the papers. Oral arguments means that you have the ability to converse directly with the judge to explain if the judge has any questions about your case or about your arguments. Well, in fairness, I'm going to say this straight up right now. I'm not a trial attorney. I'm not. Most of my work is outside the courtroom. Actually, almost all of it, or virtually all of it, is outside the courtroom. So I'm not a trial attorney. But I would think that you would want oral arguments in certain circumstances to be able to better convey your arguments to directly to the judge. But I digress.
Which is fine.
Shout out to Root Words.
You don't have to argue it. I'll just read your motion or motions. If I think I need a hearing, I'll set one. If I don't think I need a hearing, I'll rule on your motions.
Could I get something clarified, please?
Sure.
That's a classic Mark Stevens tactic. And what I'm saying is that Mark Stevens always emphasizes don't say you're asking a question, or, you know, Your Honor, I have a question. Say, I have a point of clarification. Or you just say, objection, point of clarification. Or I have a clarification I want to have. But you're asking the judge questions. And generally, you really, only in limited circumstances can you directly ask a judge questions, because the judge is there to be a judge and not your attorney. Estabrook is also a Mark Stevens acolyte. So that's what, again, Mark Stevens is infamous. You've watched many videos of these guys at court hearings, and they all have tells that you can tell when they are a Mark Stevens acolyte.
At the last hearing, the judge said 10 days for the prosecution to review the motions, and it's been more than 2 weeks, I believe.
Actually, that's not you. Let's see that. Judge McCall, my colleague, made note.
I am not an adjudicator for the upper table. I haven't. If you're referring to John Wick 3, I still haven't seen it yet.
That
I have 69 people watching me. Nice.
it was transferred to me. I was the judge originally assigned. There are 8 judges on the bench.
Nice.
And judges get assigned cases in a 1 through 8 repeating rotation. So your case was assigned to me in the ordinary rotational course. You got moved over to Judge McCall, thinking you might be eligible for Judge McCall's behavioral health court. But apparently that you don't think that's a good fit. You declined that. And now you want to go for
they were first going to assign him to behavioral health court, so that should tell you what the current state of mind this guy has.
Which is your perfect right. But I've been telling you something that wasn't true if I told you I've read your motions. I haven't. I'm looking at your file for the very first time, son.
Is
Okay?
it objection, point of clarification? Is
I can't hear you.
Point of clarification, is it required that you read them? Or, I mean, the prosecution has had time to read
I
them.
have to
Yeah. This was the first sign where I'm like, oh God, we're going down this direction. Yes, a judge should be reading a motion that's being presented to him, because he's the one who's going to be making the decision, right?
I'm the judge, I have to read your motions. Can't rule on your motions if I don't read them.
But
I'm not
And here's where his first fuck up is.
I'm not going to grant the motions because the state has not filed a written response. I'm not going to do that.
Exactly. Just because the opposing party does not file a response does not mean that the judge is required to rule in your favor. There's no rule saying that.
Not to do that.
It's well within the judge's discretion.
There's a rule that says I must. There's a rule that says I may, but there's not a rule that says I must.
and is
I'm
that
not here to argue with you.
Yeah, me neither, sir.
Okay.
I'm just seeking clarification.
Yeah, you are here to
Insurance.
you are here to argue. And I'll say this.
Clarify for you.
The judge is doing what judges should do when it comes to pro se individuals. And that is he's giving a lot of latitude and a lot of leeway. A good judge will be patient with pro se individuals. The problem here is that the judge doesn't realize that this guy is going off of a script. He's going off of a strategy, and he's making these points of clarification in bad faith because he's making an argument that does not fly. But right now, the judge doesn't do that. The judge still thinks that this guy is simply, somebody who doesn't know what's going on, who may not be able to afford an attorney, and is trying his best to figure out how to best represent himself. And the judge is at least giving him, some slack.
On the nature and
Give
cause of
you
these
an opportunity
proceedings.
to argue your motion if you want. If you don't want, that's okay. No problem.
Wongal says the SovCit is doing exactly what they practice in their role plays. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
If I want a hearing, I'll set a hearing, which is my right. Right? If after I read your motions, I don't want a hearing, I'll just rule on your motions and give you a date to come back to court to hear my.
Right. No, I agree, Gary. But right now, the judge doesn't realize that.
Clarification, in the previous hearing, Judge McCall stated that I was innocent of jurisdiction, which is an interesting way to put it. But
Judge McCall, there's nothing here, son, to indicate that Judge McCall said that there's no jurisdiction. Jurisdiction, here, let me help you if I may.
The judge is trying to give him help.
Okay? I'll help.
objection.
I'll
Point of
help.
clarification.
No, please, Mr. Listen for just a quick second,
All right.
okay? Please. Okay? Jurisdiction in a criminal case is acquired over a person when that person is served with a charging document. The criminal process is the same whether you're talking about a barking dog or a homicide.
Well, yes, you're right. I mean, he did mention that this was he was initially assigned to like a behavioral court judge until this guy said he didn't want to do that, so they sent him back.
There has to be a criminal complaint. That's what gives the court jurisdiction. Criminal complaints issue through the executive branch of the government, cops, prosecutors. Okay? I'm not the executive. I'm just a judge. I call balls and strikes. Okay? I'm the third branch of the government. But jurisdiction is acquired in this instance when that Arizona DPS cop wrote you
Arizona.
this traffic ticket.
I wish, John.
That's where jurisdiction attaches.
Objection. Point of clarification.
No,
Am
no,
I-
No, we're done.
No, please. I want you to stop
Yes,
saying.
tonight's drink of choice is Fat Tire.
We're not here to hear objections.
Because this is an arraignment.
If you need something clarified,
By the way, this is not a trial. This is an arraignment. We're not even close to a trial at this point.
I will do my best to clarify for you.
Okay. Am I?
Okay? But we're not going to keep going around this maypole.
I'm sorry. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm sorry.
You don't have to be
Clearly.
a lawyer. I'm doing my level best to explain it to you.
So
Okay.
am I not presumed innocent anymore?
Of course you are.
Am I not presumed innocent anymore? I don't understand.
Jurisdiction and innocence are two entirely different concepts.
Well, am I presumed innocent of all the elements of these charges
You are
still?
presumed
See, again, now he's going back to the script. Am I presumed innocent of all charges? Am I presumed innocent of all elements of the charge? Is jurisdiction an element of this charge? And then he goes back. Again, Mark Stevens says that he's trying to go with a Socratic method, but no, he's trying to attempting to catch the judge in a supposed circular argument, right? But no, that's not how it works.
innocent unless and until the state can prove you guilty beyond reasonable doubt, and you have the right to demand a trial to say, I'm going to put you to your proof.
So am I no longer innocent of all the elements of these
Of
charges?
course you're innocent.
Excuse, what was
You
that?
remain innocent unless the state proves you guilty. That's what a trial is for.
So is that a yes, I am innocent of all the elements of these charges? I'm sorry, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just trying to get this
I
clear
know,
for my
I know,
records.
I've said this to you 3 times. Look, you seem like a pretty smart guy. Okay?
I'm gonna take your word on that, Judge.
Seem like maybe you have some behavioral health issues.
Yeah.
I see here that you were a client of Kodak, or Coke, or some, one of them, Coke, Kodak, Frontera, and the fact that you're coming from Judge McCall's Behavioral Health Board is further indication of that. And
Objection.
That's fine.
Is that an arbitrary opinion, or is that based on the
No, it's not
record?
arbitrary.
He's based on what
It's
the
based on
record.
you're fine. But it's got nothing to do with the fact that you and I are here today with a garden variety, driving on a suspended driver's license ticket, and a couple of other little things.
That's not one of the charges, sir.
Oh, got him.
Failure to obey a police officer,
Failure to obey a police officer.
civil no registration,
Civil no registration.
civil
Uh,
no insurance.
civil no insurance. I forget. Again, certain states treat traffic violations as a civil matter and not a criminal matter. In New Jersey, they're quasi criminal, but they're effectively treated as criminal actions. I know this is Arizona. I remember hearing another audio tape of an Arizona hearing, and he mentioned that these are civil infractions. Illinois is also us. Their vehicle violations are civil as well.
Okay? I'm the judge who sits the domestic violence bench for this entire county. Okay? This is traffic, son. Right? I realize it's important to you. And it's important to me. The rules are the same for everybody. You are presumed to be innocent unless the state can prove you guilty beyond reasonable doubt, and they've got to do it with their own evidence, and you've got a right to say, I'm going to put you to your proof, I want my trial.
Mm-hmm.
Any witness the state calls to the witness stand, you have the right to cross-examine. Cross-examination is questions that you direct to the witness concerning the witness's testimony or credibility. You have the right to introduce evidence and testimony. Son, look at me, please, when I speak to you. Come on, just stick with me here. I'm giving you your constitutional rights.
I'm trying to, sir. You're just saying a lot of things.
sorry?
You're saying a lot of things, and it's hard to keep up. I'm not a
Okay, should
lawyer.
I go
How?
slower?
That was it. It's not that hard to keep up.
The
Should I go
question.
slower, son?
I'd like a response to my clarification.
No. See, you're not in a position to do what you're doing right.
Exactly.
I'm advising you of your constitutional rights.
It's an arraignment.
And if you would like me to slow down, I am happy to.
But again,
We're talking about trials, sir.
according to the Mark Stevens script, they are going to try and make these claims at arraignment because they're going to try and make the argument that I shouldn't even have to be here in the first place. Like, you don't even have the authority to force me to be here in the first place. But nobody's going to accept that. The judge's not going to accept that.
I'm a patient man. Right?
Okay.
And I am trying my level best to explain to you what the criminal process is. You're not going to question me. You don't get to question.
No, sir, I'm not questioning you. I'm
Yeah,
just
you are.
asking.
Yeah, you are. If you're asking me to slow down, I am more than happy to slow down.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. In any criminal case, this one included, you have rights under the United States and Arizona Constitution.
Corpus delicti is not needed on strict liability crimes or general intent.
Innocent.
Well, some general intent. Never mind.
Prove you guilty.
Scratch that.
Beyond reasonable doubt.
But strict liability. I know. I know AI, but that's also one of Mark Stevens' big things that he relies on is corpus delicti, which he has no understanding of.
Any witness the state calls to the witness stand, you have the right to cross-examine. Cross-examination is questions that you direct to the witness concerning the witness's testimony or credibility.
Well, it is if you say it on the record, for the record, and let the record show.
You have the right to present evidence also. You have the right to call witnesses that
In New
you
Jersey.
select. You have the right to use my subpoena authority to compel witnesses to attend and testify. You have the right to testify in your own defense. You have the right to remain silent and not have your silence be taken as evidence of guilt. And if trial results in a conviction, you have the right to file a direct appeal to a conviction. Those are your rights.
Well, that's the thing, Pedro. The argument is that you violated the laws enacted by the state of Georgia. The state of Georgia is, of course, determined by the people of the state of Georgia. So, by violating a law of the state of Georgia, you are violating the legal, the duly enacted laws of your peers. You're the people of the state of Georgia, for example. So, they are the injured party, and the people of the state of Georgia have the right to have their laws enforced.
Son, do you understand your rights? Yes or no, please? Yes or no? Do you understand your constitutional rights?
Yeah, you're right. And he can't do that. You don't have the right to cross-examine the judge.
I think so.
Oh, good. All right, good.
Well,
Awesome.
So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty.
Objection.
No, please. You want me to plead you guilty? Come on, son.
And this is where the judge is like, bitch, are you for real? Do you want me to force you to plead guilty? Because again, he doesn't yet realize the game that this guy is trying to play.
I'm entering a plea of not guilty to the criminal charge, not responsible.
Objection,
to the two
sir.
civils. Mr. Listen to me. You're interrupting me, and
Normally, you would get slapped down for trying to interrupt a judge.
I don't react well to that.
Why are you?
Yeah. My judge, who I clerked with, she did not take kindly to being interrupted by counsel or pro se, regardless. And I will tell you that right now from personal experience. My judge did not like being interrupted.
Are you entering a
rude.
plea on my behalf?
I'm sorry?
Why are you entering a plea on my behalf?
Because that's what you're here for, son. This is an arraignment. This is where I tell you what you're charged with, tell you your rights, and you enter a plea. You can enter a plea of
Technically, no, eldest.
guilty or not.
Because again, that's not where you hear objections. You hear because in a criminal matter, you can have objections at a motions hearing, case management, even, or at trial. But an arraignment is what the judge is saying here. You're here to hear the charges that are being relayed against you, to hear your plea, and to hear whether or not you need counsel or need counsel assigned to you, or that you have the means to get counsel.
Guilty. I'm assuming that you're entering a plea of not guilty.
Well,
Am I right or am I wrong?
I'd rather you not assume that. I'm still seeking clarification on the cause and nature of these
Mr.
proceedings.
Shovell, we're
You've already heard the cause and nature of the proceedings, which is, again, another Mark Stevens tell. That's another tell from Mark Stevens, is I want to know what the cause and nature of the proceedings are. The cause and nature section is satisfied when the judge says you have been charged with X, Y, Z on this date, and these are the basic elements that are being alleged against you. So, you are being charged with speeding in a school zone on October 3rd, 2020 at around 9:10 a.m. How do you plead?
We're done here, son. We're done here. I've entered a plea of not
That's it?
guilty on your behalf to the criminal charge, not responsible to the civil charges, and I'm going to appoint a lawyer to
Not responsible to the civil stuff.
represent you.
Objection.
You don't want a lawyer? I'm going to
No.
give you a free lawyer.
A free lawyer. Hey, that sounds like a bargain.
No, sir, I don't want a lawyer, and I would move to have that plea withdrawn until I can get some clarification on the nature and cause of these proceedings.
You're going to come back to court. I'm going to read your motions. You're going to come back to court. What day of the week do you like better, Monday morning or Tuesday?
Afternoon.
Don't have an afternoon, I'm sorry. I can do Monday morning at 10 or Monday morning at 11, Tuesday morning.
Oh, yes. And also, they will also recite the exact statute that says you are not allowed to speed in a school zone, in an active school zone. Yes, they will also recite the exact statute. Jesus.
Morning at 10 or Tuesday morning, whichever is more convenient with you.
I already need the last fat tire that I have. Hang
I don't
on.
have an afternoon, son. My afternoons are trials.
I'm gonna let this
What is
go.
this for?
I'm sorry?
What is this for? What are you scheduling?
Yeah, call it case management conference. Was there been disclosure made?
Yes, Your Honor, disclosure
All
was
right,
made.
this is going to give me a chance to read your motion. Mr. Look at me, please. This is going to give me a chance to read your motion and come back and rule on your motions. And we'll decide at that time. So, pick a
about
Monday or
the-
Tuesday. You decide Monday at 10 or Tuesday or 10. Or Monday at 11 or Tuesday at 11. Are you mom and dad? Can you help?
I don't think so anymore.
No? Okay. I'm doing my level best here.
I know you are.
Sir, I feel like you're rushing me to
No,
judgment.
see, I'm not rushing you, son, but I've repeated everything that I've said at least 3 times, and in a couple instances 4. I realize that you may be having some trouble understanding what I'm saying. That for that reason, I offer to appoint you a free lawyer.
Can there be a trial if there's no jurisdiction? No, there can't, Cop Block. The problem is, the judge had already explained to him what jurisdiction is, and that they already have jurisdiction regardless of what his motions say. That's your problem, Cop Block.
I understand what you're saying. I just still need some clarification.
No, you don't understand what he's saying. You're playing a script, and the judge is starting to lose his patience.
On some other things that
No,
you
no,
haven't
no, this is what
clarified
we're
for
talking
me.
about. This is all we're talking about this morning.
And you're making me feel nervous here with these men with guns here standing next to me.
These men are not here because of you. They're here because of that guy in the back of the shirt, in the back of the courtroom in the blue shirt. These 2 gentlemen have nothing to do with it.
What's up, Avalon?
It's still making me feel nervous because
Okay.
They don't have anything to do with you, Mr. They're not here because of you. They're here because of Mr. Okay? Really, got nothing to do with you, son.
The state equals mob rule. You do realize that the states are not absolute democracies, right? They're representative republics, just as the United States is a constitutional republic where people elect representatives who, you know, vote on the laws and, you know, have, you know, people that they're, you know, elected officials who are accountable to the people. So I'm not so sure if I agree with your idea with mob rule, but hey, you know what? Who knows? It's been a long time since I took my civics courses.
Mr. keep your voice down.
Oh, I know. Cop Block is a Mark Stevens acolyte. He loves him. He already said as much when I first started this.
These motions.
No. Here's where we are. You're going to pick a Monday or a Tuesday. You decide.
Sir, I was hoping to resolve this
No,
today.
okay. I'm going to pick
Well, you know what? Tough shit, because you made it so that this can't be resolved today.
a date then. You're going to come back.
It's your own damn fault for not allowing it to be resolved today.
Monday. April 4. Easy to remember. 4/4.
Well, I object.
April 4. Yes, I know you object. Your objection is overruled. April 4.
On what grounds?
Because the judge has the ability to set dates for the operation of his court. He has to hear your motion, so he has the authority to set a date to hear that motion.
Because I must set a date for you to return. So those are the grounds. Under Rule 611 of the Rules of Criminal Procedure, I have authority to run my court the way I think is best in the most efficient fashion. What
All
I am trying to do
Bala
is-
Bella says all state courts have jurisdiction over the matter in the courtroom. Well, I mean, it's dependent upon the court. It's dependent upon the legislature. The legislature of the states, or other, in alternatively, their constitutions, is like just as the federal constitution, can specifically state what courts have jurisdiction over what matter. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate my purple shirt as well. One of my favorite shirts, but I digress. All state courts, how about Geico? So that's determined by the Constitution and legislature of the respective states. So, for example, in New Jersey, the Superior Court has what's called general jurisdiction. So they're able to hear just about every type of matter, whether it be family, criminal, civil, estate, etc. Whereas, say, municipal courts may only have specific jurisdiction over, for example, traffic violations. That's might be the extent of what they're able to hear. So, dependent upon what's under the Constitution and under what the state's respective legislatures define as what courts have what jurisdiction.
I would like
Please,
to. I would like
enough.
to.
Please, just enough. Please. April 4. Mom or Dad, do you like 10 or 11?
Y'all are being very rude about my purple shirt or my lavender. Sure.
11.
11
I was going to say indigo, but I think this is too light to be indigo.
Don't show up, a warrant will issue. You need to leave here.
More threats of
Here's your
violence.
copy. No more points of clarification.
No.
If you want a lawyer,
No.
I'm happy to appoint a lawyer for you, and you can raise all the points of clarification that you want with your lawyer. But I'm
Yeah.
not your lawyer.
I'm not.
Exactly. And that's what the judge should have started to say about 10 minutes ago. When this guy kept on asking points of clarification. Like, dude, I am not your attorney. I'm not allowed to give you advice. I'm not here to tell you what the law is not, what you can't do, beyond what I've already been allowed to. If you need clarification on how the procedures work, how the laws work, that's where you need to go get an attorney. I can't do that for you. I can only hold your hand for so long. And I think that's where the judge needs to say, we're cut the line.
I'm asking for legal advice.
Good.
I'm just asking for clarification
No,
on
no,
the
we're
cause
done
and
with the
nature.
clarification. We're done with the clarification. This is Heidi. Heidi has a copy of your order.
Heidi.
Please
Hello, Heidi.
let me appoint a lawyer for you.
No.
Please? All right, fine.
So be it. We're done. Don't forget, it's a mandatory appearance, son.
And you'll have read the motions and the prosecution
Sir,
will
come on
have
up to
read them?
Heidi, please. Come to Heidi. Heidi will bring the order to you, whichever one you please.
Emmy says it's more of a lilac color. All right.
Now, would the court like written responses or would oral responses at the next hearing?
Oral responses at the next hearing will be perfectly all right.
Thank you.
I would like written responses since I'm not a lawyer.
Didn't we miss the part where the parents actually, where the judge talked to the parents? Ah, shit. Hold on.
They're not here because of you. Really, got nothing to do with.
Has the prosecution submitted any
No.
response to these motions?
No. Here's where we are. You're gonna pick a Monday or a Tuesday.
What was the timestamp for the parents to be brought up?
Okay, I'm gonna pick a date then. You're gonna come back to court Monday, April 4, easy to remember, 4/4.
Well, I object.
April 4, yes, I know you object, your objection is overruled. April 4,
On what grounds?
because I must set a date for you to return, son, those are the grounds.
The
Under Rule
prosecution,
611 of the Rules of Criminal Procedure, I have authority to run my court the way I think is best in the most efficient fashion. What I am trying to do, Mr. Son, is protect your constitutional rights, son.
I would like
Please,
to,
enough. Please, just enough.
Enough.
April 4, mom or dad,
Oh, there it is. Mom and dad.
or 11?
11.
11 it is. It's a mandatory appearance. If you don't show up, a warrant will issue. You need to leave you.
More threats of
Where's your
violence.
copy? No more points of clarification.
No,
If you want a lawyer, I'm happy to appoint a
Ah,
lawyer.
I think I missed it.
And you can raise all the points of clarification that you want with your lawyer. But I'm not your lawyer.
I'm not asking for legal advice.
Good.
I'm just asking for clarification
No,
on the
we're done
cause
with
and
the
nature.
clarification. We're done with the clarification. This is Heidi. Heidi has a, so be it. Come on up to Heidi, please.
Would oral,
I would like written response.
The judge.
I would request that I get a written response so I can defend.
I'm going to review your motions, and we'll take it up to hearings. You got your copy, we're done for today.
All right.
All done, sir.
Ah. We missed it.
What are you scheduling?
Yeah, call-
Afternoon. Some clarification on the nature.
I've entered a plea of not guilty on your behalf to the criminal charge, not responsible to the civil charges, and I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. That's where I tell you what you're charged with, tell you your rights, assuming that you're entering not guilty to the criminal charge. I don't react well to that.
Why are you entering?
For son, you enter a plea.
Hold on.
Well,
I think I was away when he addressed mom and dad.
On the cause and nature of these proceedings.
So we're done here, son. To the criminal charge, not responsible to the civil charges, and I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you.
Objection.
You don't want a lawyer? I'm going
No.
to give you a free lawyer.
No, sir, I don't want a lawyer, and I would move to have that plea withdrawn until I can get some clarification on the nature and cause of these proceedings.
You're going to come back to court. I'm going to read your motions. You're going to come back to court. What day of the week do you like better? Monday morning? I can do Monday morning at 10 or Monday morning at 11. You may select. I don't have an afternoon, son.
Okay, I think this is where I left.
And what is this for?
I'm sorry?
What is this for? What are you scheduling?
Yeah, call it case management conference. Has there been disclosure made?
yes, Your Honor. This
Okay, I think this is it.
This is going to give me a chance to read your motion. Mr. Look at me, please. This is going to give me a chance to read your motion and come back and rule on your motions. And we'll decide at that time. So, pick a
about
Monday or
the-
Tuesday. You decide Monday at 10 or Tuesday at 10. Or Monday at 11 or Tuesday at 11. Are you mom and dad?
There it is.
Can you help?
I don't think so anymore.
No?
I don't think so. Are you mom and dad? Can you help? I don't think so anymore. Oh man. That's brutal. All right, we got that one. All right. So Juan Galt posted the apparently the motion hearing itself a day ago. So we get to hear this. But again, I also emphasize that Juan also said that next week he's going to have the actual audio of the trial, which should be fucking entertaining. But like I said before that, I will be breaking down the trial that he pointed out to me that apparently occurred a couple of years ago. It's a full hour-long audio, like 57 minutes long, so it'll be something that we'll have to take care of. But I've already heard it. It's definitely something that I can break down and definitely call out why this Mark Stevens tactics don't work. Like these challenges to jurisdiction, these challenges to the cop, they don't work because this guy, and by connection, Mark Stevens, don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So, tune in for that. But here is the motions hearing that the judge had just scheduled.
Today we're going to see or hear our pseudo attorney back in court to hear the judge.
Shout out to Juan Galt. I'm gonna
for the judge
copy, paste,
let's listen,
and post the link.
Good morning, I'm appearing your specialties.
God, please sit down.
I move that this matter be dismissed.
Listen, please. Okay? I have your motion. Would you be kind enough to look at me when I speak to you, please?
Okay, I can hear you.
No, I want you to look at me.
Okay, can I get some water, please?
Of course.
Cop Block, you seem a bit salty, man. Why are you so salty?
I read your motion.
All of them?
Yes. Yes. Your motion should be done. There is
I'm sensing a lot of salt in your diet right now.
There is jurisdiction over the person. Okay?
Judges ruled.
Objection, of course.
Judges ruled that you do. The court has jurisdiction over you. And here we go.
But listen, I remember you from the last time.
Yeah, he remembers you.
I'm a very patient man. I'm a very patient man, and I realize that you have.
Fair point. The salt of the earth, the people of the land, Cop Block. You know, the common clay of the New West. You know, morons.
Strong feelings about this. But
God damn it, Pope, you beat me to it.
the simple truth of the matter is, I've read your motions. I do not believe them to have merit. This is a traffic case. There is jurisdiction in this court over you.
God dang it, Bobby.
And the matter is moving forward.
Objection.
Yes.
Point of clarification.
Look, we did this the last time. Okay? I've clarified.
I was in the middle of saying the quote, and then I saw you posted on the chat. So we were both there. We were both in sync, Pope. We'll give each other that.
As much as I possibly can.
Are you denying them with any input from the prosecution?
The judge has said that he's ruling this on the merits.
And you believe there's jurisdiction?
Yeah, of course.
Is that an arbitrary opinion?
Of course not. It's based on the motion and based on what's been provided.
Is that an arbitrary opinion?
No.
So it's based on facts currently
It is
within your
based on
knowledge?
my review of the file.
Yeah.
And review of your motions.
What facts is it based on?
Sir, you don't get to.
Exactly. You don't. And this is where the judge is like, all right, I'm done, holding this guy's hand. Should have happened, a hearing ago, but now the judge is realizing that this guy is being obstructionist and obstinate. And he's like, I'm not going to hold your hand anymore. You're now actively trying to engage in stalling tactics.
I'm just trying.
And you don't get to second guess a judge on his ruling. You would want to ask Juan Galt that, Aaron, how old this guy is. He sounds young. He sounds like he's in his 20s. But again, you don't second guess a judge when he's made his ruling. If you want to question the judge's ruling, you do that on appeal. You don't do that in the middle of a hearing.
Trying to get
I
clarification.
realize that, but you don't get to cross-examine me. I've got an idea.
Okay.
I won't call it vexatious litigant. No, because this is just a one-off tactic that he's doing. If he did this multiple times for multiple infractions, then he might do well, not even that. A vexatious litigant is usually somebody who files lawsuits over and over and over and over and over. Engaging in these bullshit tactics doesn't necessarily make them a vexatious litigant. It's more of people who file frivolous lawsuits repeatedly, like over and over, and basically flooding the court with bullshit litigation that's wasting people's time. Actively engaging in a bullshit defense tactic and a one-off does not necessarily make you a vexatious litigant.
Okay? How about if I appoint you a lawyer?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
And now this guy is being a cheeky motherfucker. Cause you could hear the fucking smirk on his face, like, oh, I bet you like that, wouldn't you? Now he's being fucking disrespectful to the judge. And that would be the point where I'm like, okay, you are dangerously crossing the line into fucking contempt. If not, have already crossed it.
No, it doesn't matter to me. But I am perfectly willing to appoint you a lawyer in the interest of justice who can assist you with this process.
Is a lawyer going to point out the evidence of jurisdiction?
The judge already ruled on that, and now you're bringing it up again. Again, you're getting very close to contempt territory if you haven't already reached it.
No, I've already ruled on the evidence of jurisdiction. So
Again, disrespectful. Like, saying to a judge is if I did that to a judge in the middle of a hearing, I mean, I wouldn't get ethics violations, but I would get a verbal lashing from the judge on there.
Visit that. But I am perfectly willing to appoint you a lawyer without charge who can perhaps assist you in this process. Would you like for me to do that?
No, sir. Do I have
No,
the
you
right
are a lawyer?
to? Do I have the right to plead guilty here? Today?
Sure, Artie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there we
Can I
go.
make an informed plea here today?
I don't know what that means. I don't
Well-
know what an informed plea is. Pleading guilty, you will be waiving all of your constitutional rights. Pleading guilty to
Again, yes, Your Honor. All right, Your Honor. Oh my God. Again, the judge, for being a guy with 40 years, and I give all respect to the judge. Don't get me wrong. All respect to the judge for his patience. A judge should be patient and should not, be on a constant power trip. Don't get me wrong. But the infinite amount of patience that he's giving to this guy is oof.
a criminal traffic offense.
When at this point, with the level of disrespect that he's been giving already, the judge deserves to have a more firmer retort with this guy to bring him back.
Of failure to obey the lawful command of a law enforcement officer, and 2 civil traffic offenses of no registration and no insurance. Those are civil. And there's no possibility that you go to jail, but there is a very real possibility that I would impose a fine on you.
Yeah.
So that's what a guilty plea would result in, okay? Plus the responsible plea to the 2 civil charges. You don't have to do that. You've got a perfect right to say, Judge, I'm not guilty. I want my day in court. I want a trial. And I am offering to provide you a lawyer free of charge.
Well, sir, I'm willing to plead guilty. I have been. I have a plea of guilty with me.
Okay, and that's another Mark Stevens tactic. Oftentimes, when a Mark Stevens acolyte goes into a hearing, or into an arraignment, they're like, hey judge, I have an unsigned plea of guilty here. I just want to get this thing over with. I just have some clarifying questions. Before I sign off on this. They think that the prosecutor / judge are so fucking evil / greedy that they're going to be enticed by the carrot of a guilty plea. And so they think that that'll drop their guard when answering these clarifying questions. It's so cartoony the way they think the justice system actually operates. You know what I mean? Like they think that this is like a carrot to dangle in front of a judge or a prosecutor, that they're going to suddenly acquiesce to whatever fucking retarded question that they're going to ask them in order to just get them to get the guy to sign off on a guilty plea. But that's not how it works. That's not how it actually works. There are actual... I know it's shocking for you to believe this, cock block. I called you cock block because I don't give a fuck anymore. It's shocking for you to believe this, but there are actual people who are prosecutors and judges who have integrity, who actually care about performing their duties to the best of their ability and within the confines of their authority. So they're not going to be enticed by a guilty plea thinking that they're getting some sort of incentive out of it because of evil or something like that. So the judge is like, I don't give a flying fuck why you have this random ass paper you put in here saying that you're going to plead guilty. You need to plead guilty directly to me, or you need to plead guilty on an actual form provided by the prosecutor, or else why should I give a shit that you have an unsigned plea of guilty in front of me? So what?
No, see, you don't have the plea.
I do have the plea. It's right here.
Attorney?
Huh? I gave her a copy. She has it.
No. You've got it backwards, sir.
Exactly.
Could you put that lid down? It's hard.
Yeah, put your stupid ass piece of shit paper down.
Let me see. You've got it backwards. If you're pleading guilty, you're pleading guilty to me.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's not on a form that you create.
Exactly.
What's known as a plea to the court.
Exactly. Again, perfect example that Mark Stevens doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah.
It's not on a form that you create. If you're pleading guilty by way of an agreement with the county attorney, it's on a form that is generated by the county attorney. And it's the result of an agreement, a discussion that you have with the county attorney. If you're pleading guilty to me, it's not on your form.
Well, I made a form just to show my intention.
That's not how it works.
That's not how any of this works. That's not how it works. Thank you, Juan Galt, for the meme.
I'm
Accurate.
just trying to make my intention clear.
I'm telling you, it's not the way it works.
Has the prosecution submitted sufficient evidence to prove that the statutes apply? And there is.
Oh my God. Okay, again, another typical Mark Stevens. Doesn't matter whether the judge had already ruled or not, they always go back to the circular argument over and over and over and over again. The judge can say 1,000 times, I've already ruled on this matter. Shut the fuck up. We're moving forward. They'll still try to revert back to this.
No, they have.
Yes.
And what have they submitted?
It's on a charging document, sir.
Exactly.
That charging document establishes for me that there is probable cause to believe that there is sufficient evidence for this matter to move forward.
Subject matter jurisdiction has been established. The charging document says that you were caught for no license, no insurance, or and disobeying a lawful order by a police officer. And it lists the location of it. That's it. Done. Jurisdiction has been established. Have a nice day.
Oh, the citation?
Yes, the citation, you dipshit.
I'm not going to engage you in debate anymore, sir. We did this the last time you were here.
Sir, you said that. I'm just trying to get clarification.
Sir.
No, you're not. You're there to stall and delay and be obstinate.
I can clarify for you as best as I possibly can.
Okay, can you show me
That
on
I
the...
have, first of all, would you please look at me when I speak to you?
I'm just pulling up...
Again, being disrespectful. Not talking to the judge face to face.
Sure.
Probably burying himself in his script.
Document here. Yeah.
Come on.
I'm here.
Come on.
I have
look
the...
At me, please.
I have the...
Look at me, please. Me. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're done dancing, sir. There's jurisdiction. I've read your motions, I've denied your motions, and I've made a finding that there is jurisdiction. We are not going to continue to revisit that over and over and again. That's my ruling. I realize you may disagree with me, but that does not give you leave to keep bringing the topic up over and over and over. That part of this case is done. Now, I am offering to appoint you a lawyer who will be able, I believe, to assist you in this process.
Sir,
Would you like for me to appoint you a lawyer?
Sir, I object to you doing anything because I have a motion to disqualify you on the record here.
And there is the final fucking tactic of not just Mark Stevens, but of all sovereign citizens, is I have a motion to disqualify you.
Because your impartiality is reasonably questioned.
Reasonably question my nutsack.
No, sir.
Yes, it's in the record.
No, there is that has to take the form of...
A few people have sent me videos, Aaron. As a matter of fact, the first video that we watched today was sent by Sean Hawkins. But I've only been sent videos by a small handful of people. Most others are ones that I've discovered on my own or by watching and subscribing to other channels. But I'll say Juan Galt has pointed me out to the trial that I'll be taking a look at, later on.
A written motion.
It is a written motion. It's in the file.
I don't have it.
It's in the file. I submitted it to the court. The prosecution has it.
And no, Alpha, fuck you. I don't trust anything you send to me. Because you're a sick bastard. All you send to me is shit that deserves to be on my dank memes channel on my Discord server, and I don't even touch that. I go incognito before I click that link.
That's to Judge Felix.
No, that's...
I'm not Judge Felix.
No, I filed one on the 24th for Judge Payton.
No, but you filed on Judge Felix and now you filed on me?
Mm-hmm.
NSP group. I don't know what the NSP group is.
Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a hearing.
Is that the non-state project?
10.1 motion.
I'm too lazy to create a persona to be able to get into the into that group.
Judge Beeson presiding.
And I'm pretty sure I'd be blocked within 24 hours.
On May 13th. May 13th with Judge.
Was it? Yeah, I bet.
10 o'clock. Do you understand?
I bet you'll get some interesting search results from
If you understand that your motion to
from putting that in there in Google.
Judge Felix and me is to be heard by the presiding judge of this county on May 13 at 10 a.m. It will be a mandatory appearance for you, sir. Here's a copy. Please remember to appear.
I never forget.
Good.
I honestly fuck this guy. But yeah, we're all done here. But as Juan Galt said, that there's apparently this does go to trial, and we'll get to hear that. All I have to do is lie back and let the penal system teach me a lesson. That one is also simple. Anyway, I'll be right back.
We're all done. You're welcome to. You're welcome to finish up, and you're welcome to be excused from the court.
Damn, there it is. The regular old SovCit tactic of disqualifying judges. He's got two that he's going to disqualify. Well, stay tuned. The next upload will be his trial, and it will be just as much, well, just as entertaining as the rest.
Go home, folks.
Hello, are you the
Hi,
prosecutor?
Yes.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Robot.
Hi.
Hi, I just have a quick question. Did you guys get my
Yes.
papers that I filed?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you did get the motions,
Yes.
or the
We'll
demurrer.
take them up with the judge.
Okay.
Okay.
And did you guys get the bring nearer evidence of jurisdiction? Did you bring that with you
We'll
today?
take everything up with the judge, okay?
Thank you. Good morning.
Okay, so we have these complaints that the news office has filed today. Okay. I understand that
Oi. Oh, no. We're not listening to this guy. No. We have already listened to this asshole over and over and over again. Not today, Satan. Not today. Ugh. There was one other that I had in case I was going to last beyond these two videos. No. That was a different guy from the one that he just that we just listened to. Where was he? Adios mío. Oh God, this guy's live. Oh, okay. Juan Galt said that this guy is his next target. And oh my God. And he's live?
It was just a few months after that that finally Irish closed down their 13+ year investigation of me as a abusive tax shelter promoter.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, Angela, the good
he's a tax protester guru.
news is you and Dave are educators. You want to do real education for people. Take this information to adults, to homeschoolers, to everybody out there, and show them how free they can be, like you and Dave want to help them be. So, does that answer your question, Angela?
Oh, no. Not even A for V. This guy's a full-on income tax doesn't apply to me. Define
All
the
right,
income
folks,
tax.
we'll go now to your comments on
where's the
internet
show me the
and
law?
YouTube and otherwise, Facebook, if you have questions, put the number on the screen so you can call in, folks.
Watch.
The questions, those of you who may have a question to ask earlier, like Angela did, that's the best
I should call in
to get your questions answered. Now, yeah, press 1, folks. If you want to, when you call the number, be sure to press 1. That will connect you to us that you want to ask a question, and we will put you live on to ask your question. Or
Damn it! Where's the number?
Oh, we got a call from area code 773.
There it is.
I'm told, folks. Okay, call from area code 773, my friend. What is your first name? Only for privacy, no last name.
Okay, hold on.
Izzy. Okay. And do you have our free freedom education package, Izzy?
No, I was referred to talk to you. It's kind of off topic what I'm about to ask you.
Okay.
It's not related to money, but it is regarding economics in some sense.
Okay.
Okay, this is my question. At some point,
hold on. I'm trying to do
and when it does, many employers will be asking and telling their employees or returning employees
do the Herbert
to go get a COVID exam and possibly a vaccine. What can I do? What ground can I stand?
I have a question on the nature of taxation.
There's no vaccine yet.
I know, but am I required to pay taxes on?
And depends on employers. They do back flex.
On my Megan's Law affirmations?
The employer may say do a physical exam first, to see how physically fit you are. They may want to have you take an IQ test or personality type tests.
I'm trying. Well, look, I'm trying to figure out what I want to ask them right quick. Hang on.
And many don't. So just like they have a choice of hiring you or not, you have a choice of not giving your talents to some of these employers.
Hang on.
So that's one. Okay. Now, as far as the vaccine goes, folks, in my opinion,
he has a challenge.
I tell you why.
He has a challenge here.
Because the fact that if the vaccine
To show me the
on
law.
them, and a lot of people die or get sick, it's going to backfire on them. So they want to be extra sure. I saw a presentation by, what's his name, the guy? It's
That says that you're required to pay income tax.
Del Bigtree. I was at Red Pill Expo. Del Bigtree said that.
Of course, he's an acolyte of Del Bigtree.
Because it was I think it was late 70s, or early 80s. They had a vaccine back then that injured and killed people. They got a bad rap for that.
Well, that's
vaccine makers.
Well, Sean, that's the idea. Is to sound like
I'm supposed to sound like Herbert from Family Guy, who's always glaring at Chris, hoping he come back, bring me some good news.
By the time a baby's born until age 18.
Where are you, pigly son bitch?
100 vaccines. People will stop vaccinating themselves and their children.
Okay, I'm trying to think.
The whole
All right.
thing's going to fall apart. They very likely, in my opinion, will not roll out a vaccine.
Muscly on paper boy.
Cannot do it safely.
Oh, okay. The definition of safe is in the code.
Is already half over. Many people like you who are smarter, been around, realize.
I mean, all right.
Oh yeah.
I'm pausing a live. I'm pausing a live, and you could see right here. You can see where my mouse is. You have cracking the code, which is by I forget his first name, but his last name is Hendrickson. He is an infamous tax protester who has been charged for evading taxes multiple times. His followers who cite his book, Cracking the Code, have been charged several times. And actually, more recently, in fact, a couple of weeks ago, he got cited by Vermont by trying to implement his Cracking the Code thing to Vermont's income tax code. So now you see where this guy's going with. You also see that this guy's not an attorney, but he's clearly making himself out as an attorney by having all of these fucking law books behind him. And again, Alan, I was about to say that. He has the typical SovCit thing of like the 3 fucking versions of Black's Law Dictionary behind him, the California Civil Trials and Evidence Code, the placards, and yet on the placard on his on stage left, it says, it's a placard that just says, it's his own fucking Freedom Law School that he put on here on a placard saying, a true American freedom fighter. He's the owner and operator of the people who gave him the fucking placard. So this guy is clearly a fucking scam artist and guru who's trying to sift money out of idiots, out of the gullible and the desperate. He is exactly the people I fucking hate the most, because he's the one who preys on innocent people, otherwise innocent people.
People are not dying. They got old people that have cancer, pneumonia.
And of course he thinks it's all fake.
Hospital, 89-year-old guy. The guy catches a cold or a fever. They put it on as COVID death. It's fraud. So more people are discovering it. Even Trump said, don't be afraid of it, right? So I don't think it's going to happen. Don't worry about it. If it happens, at that time, contact Freedom Law School. I'll be happy to give you some advice at that time. Right now.
Why okay, so now you're not only giving legal advice, but you're also giving fucking medical advice.
It's so far away, it may not even happen. Don't even worry about it. Go get a job. Okay? Anything else?
But how about the exam, though?
You want to get exam? Take an exam.
All right, hold on.
If you want the job badly, take the exam.
I want to make sure you guys are able to hear it. Hold on.
I don't want the exam, and what if we're pressured to get it and we don't want it? Do we have no option outside of quitting?
No, they cannot require you to take the job to keep your job. Only when you get a new job, they can say, look, you want us to hire you, you must take a drug exam to show us you're not a heroin and cocaine addict or LSD addict. Otherwise, we don't hire you. We don't want druggies. You're going to be driving trucks. We don't want you to hit our trucks and kill people, and we be liable for millions of dollars of damage. They can do that. So you're saying, no, I'm not going to take this job. I'm going to do something else. Hey, they can do that. So but your existing job cannot require you to keep your job. So you're good there.
Okay.
All right?
I'm happy. Yep, that's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Yep.
You're welcome. Now
Fiddletown, you nailed it.
Website at Live Freedom.
When Juan Galt pointed this guy out to me earlier this afternoon, it took a simple Lexus search to find this guy's case history, and he's already lost several times over trying to avoid paying federal income taxes. So of course he's going to sell himself out as a fucking guru who thinks he knows what he's talking about when he doesn't even have a successful case to his name.
.org listed on the front page.
And by the way, the Freedom Course packages, they start, not their top tier, they start at $5,000. In the case I read, the most detailed case I read about this guy, somebody paid him $22,000 for his courses.
Homepage, and be sure to sign up at the bottom right for our get on our email list and get the free Freedom Education package sent.
He is a fucking scam artist.
You now by email and U.S. mail. Okay. Here it is. So go fill out the information and click on the go.
He doesn't even have enough to fill out his bullshit. He only has 7 lessons out of apparently 10 total that he plans on having.
Gold button down here. Yes, I want free Freedom Education. Do that. If you ever get censored and blocked out of YouTube and Facebook, you can still find us.
Yeah, on BitChute.
We'll be in touch with you. Okay? Let's go to other questions people have and comments online. Oh, we got more callers. Area code 9412 callers. Oh, okay, write them down on a piece of paper, guys. I'm going to go to the 941 questionnaire first. The first caller from area code 941. What is your first name, my friend?
Debbie.
Debbie. All right, Debbie. And how may I be of assistance to you, Debbie?
All right, let's do this.
Okay. I haven't filed since 97.
Oh my God.
But I did it the way you started, the freedom, the patriot, the freedom. Okay, that's what I remember.
Oh, we're not live yet. Hold on.
Now we can finally get to the questions. Golden's near old.
60 seconds.
They're good to have. David Hacking Farrow is a friend of mine on Facebook. We'll see. On there, Freedom Lovers TV, Joe Martinez. Appreciate that, guys. Yes. So Moxon says, are you talking about describing bubbles? Yes, I was describing bubbles. That's right. Lehman Brothers, all these bubbles. When the prices go up, stock prices go up, real estate goes up, food goes up, furniture, value businesses, they all go up, and they.
I'm gonna make sure I can hear things, and
right?
I don't know if you guys are able to hear it. That's my question here.
If you're old enough to remember, in the 2000 years, 2008 crash, start coming back in 14, 15, slowly, right? Okay.
No. I'm trying to make sure you guys are able to hear my call.
Somebody says, if you don't see hyperinflation, the collapse of dollar, its purchasing power, you're dead wrong. Well, let me tell you something about that issue. The dollar will be the reserve currency in the world for a long time for this reason. Europe is a socialist basket case. America already creates as much economic goods as Europe combined, as the European Union combined.
I don't think so. I think the EU combined does have a larger GDP than the United States, but I could be wrong on that.
France, Germany, England, you know, all these guys combined. So it's not like America of 1800 or even 1900, okay? So, and Chinese money is the only competition, but that's got some ways to go to even be competition to the dollar. So America, despite its failings, is relatively the strongest money out there, trusted for a while to come.
Yeah, the United States is a service-based economy, as well as like able to sell design and intellect. It has an intellectual base. Like the United States has a technology base in terms of design, but it outsources its manufacturing elsewhere.
I wish I had money for a house, folks.
Well, I mean, the United States still creates things. Don't get me wrong. There is a manufacturing base in the United States, but it's nowhere near what it was in like the 1950s and 60s.
Used to be that I paid 10% on the first 2 referrals, then 25% on the next 2 referrals, and then 50%. And you had to be a Royal or something free and package member. Now you get 25% anybody off the street. And for a small down payment, some money.
A small down payment,
no reason why you should be in poverty. Yeah, the poverty mentality. You go out, create, and love, and move forward.
No, like people do say like America doesn't make anything. Doesn't make anything anymore. I mean, that's not necessarily true. America does have a manufacturing base. There is manufacturing that still exists. It's just it's nowhere near what it was, 50 years ago,
world order,
or 60 years ago.
Well, 5RC.
But it still exists.
I appreciate your concern. But the new world order. It's a long.
New World Order drink.
Satanic plan.
Oh, satanic
you
drink.
Want to know about it? Read the Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion.
Fuck! Jesus Christ! Protocols of the Elders of Zion. So we got fucking anti. I should have played bingo for this live stream.
To want to have a one world government, they want to destroy everything. They want to destroy family. That's what they're promoting this whole. They promoted divorce. Right? There was no divorce 300 years ago, 500 years ago, right? So that now we don't need a father. Right? Now the next thing they're doing, they're promoting daycare as a solution. Oh, so the single mom.
Wait, what? What? Daycare is now a satanic Zion phenomenon? Now? I went to both my parents worked. Both my parents served in the Air Force. We had no choice. They had no choice but to put us in daycare. Daycare's not a new thing. I'm pretty sure daycare has been a thing for a very long time. This is not new. What?
Mom has to work and raising their child.
John, this has gone in a very, very different direction. This went from typical tax protester scam artist bullshit into fucking full-on conspiracy theory.
She loves.
Artie Damien lives.
Spend time loving, holding every day that baby and toddler. Without a husband to provide, she's forced to be a worker like a man.
I mean, yeah. Is this bitch seriously suggesting that single mothers didn't exist until like 1980 or something?
And after 6 months or 6 weeks. So, what happened? Man is only a sperm donor. He'll pay child support as a slave to the government, who pays the woman.
But are you suggesting that nobody had a choice in this sort of situation, right? The parents didn't have a choice in what they did, what happened here, and that if the father says he wants a divorce or the father says he doesn't want to marry into the relationship, that he shouldn't be obligated to provide some sort of financial responsibility, or even vice versa, that if the father takes custody of the kid, that the mother's not required to provide support? Because I know this might shock this guy, but personal experience, during my clerkship, deadbeat moms is a thing. It's not as common as deadbeat dads, but deadbeat moms is in fact a thing. They are just as responsible for providing support just as the father would be if he didn't have custody.
Who now has a regular job like a man.
And he's also required to provide support for the kid.
And she does not raise her child either.
Because the mom also has to work, because if they're divorced or they're not together, he's not providing support for her. He's providing support, pure financial support, solely for the kid. So of course, she's got to be able to provide for herself. What the fuck?
It's some group of stranger women raise her children. That's the Satan.
And if she's has to work full time, then yes, of course she has to have somebody to take care of her child.
Satanic plan of destroying.
And apparently, this necessary aspect of society is satanic.
Not to be the norm. So no wonder they say you can have, two moms or two dads.
Now, Jesus Christ, we are checking all the fucking boxes, aren't we?
That's in the internet.
Aaron, I have a tie like that. Do you want me to get my tie like this? I'm going to get my tie like this. God damn it.
National Communist Republic of Mexicana. Golden State formerly, where I came from. They are teaching first graders in books stories about these children who have two moms or two dads as normal, because they want that to be the normal. As Hillary Clinton said, it takes a village to raise a child. The man is a sperm donor. The woman just has a womb for 9 months, maybe 6 weeks of nursing. Put them right there in formula, hand to total strangers. And because all equal, so should stay as slaves under the rule of these racist, supremacist, Jewish banksters, Zionists.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God, what did I just walk into? Holy shit!
Put them right there in formula, hand to total strangers. And because all equal, so should stay as slaves under the rule of these racist, supremacist, Jewish banksters, Zionists that want to reduce us all to slaves. Whether you're Jewish, born like me, or Gentile, it doesn't matter. That's their plan. There's a long ways for them.
Oh, he was already on the Jews the moment he dropped the protocols of the Elder of Zion, Gary, and that was like 10 minutes ago.
Get there, 5 RC, okay?
So.
And the COVID-19 hoax.
And of course it's a hoax. Here's one of my ties, which has the we the people on it.
The truth finally is coming out because people are home unemployed. They got time to read,
and I have
questions.
This was a gift from my parents, by the way. At the a museum. There was a museum at a museum shop in Boston.
Fox News is coming around, saying that Tucker Carlson, others are saying there's a hoax anyhow.
Oh my God!
They're saying it's falling apart. It's irreversible. So don't be worried.
You're right. I'm not wearing the flag tie, okay? I'm not wearing it to showcase my uber patriotism in order to sell bullshit to the gullible and the stupid.
My friend, be more positive, my friend. Be positive.
That's a good question. I know my parents got this at a gift shop. I don't know where exactly. Handmade, all silk. It's museum artifacts. That's what the label here says. I honestly don't know what museum it was.
Positive. We have the love of truth on our side.
This one, I don't know.
They got deception and fear on their side. We win as long as you do your part and get this information out there. 5RC. Okay? All right. And with that, folks,
all silk made in the US of A, but imported fabric. But made in USA.
Make this recording available. Remember, become a subscriber to our YouTube channel.
Oh, he's leaving. Shit.
Fan of us on Facebook. Go Freedom Education Package. Make sure at the front page of our website, folks, start with this video right here. 7 minutes video. And then.
Okay, hold on. What are his tabs here? Freedom Law School, learn to beat the IRS. Freedom Law School, FLS has been under FLS has been under investigation. INVE. Freedom Law School has been under investigation? Is that what the cutoff says? Okay, if Wazoo Pornhub, I thought this said boom and butt cycle, so I was like, oh my god, is that a Pornhub thing? But I think it says boom and bust, not boom and butt, boom and bust, and then U.S. unemployment rate, and then something charged COVID-19.
This video on the front page to the other car and watch it. Much love to you, and I'll be back with you. Hopefully you'll be back with me next Thursday. Back with me.
Oh, now it's over. All right. Next Thursday. He said next Thursday, right?
Hopefully.
I think. All right. I'm going to create a burner phone number. I know, hacks. I'm sorry. I missed my opportunity. I'm going to create a burner phone number, and I am actually going to call this guy up next Thursday. I promise. How about that?